using the science, we are using the various tools, we are using the various mechanisms, we are using the 3D AI. So hopeful it will be fruitful for all the students. Sorry for the inconvenience. I think 2 or 3 minutes due to some technical issues in my desktop. And if you have any queries, any questions, welcome you all, please.
सर स्टूडेंट्स कितने अच्छे अच्छे कमेंट्स भेज रहे हैं कि आपका लेक्चर बहुत हेल्पफुल था, बहुत अच्छा था।
हाँ ठीक है, लेकिन वो मेल है मेरे फर्स्ट स्लाइड में, है ना, दे कैन मेल मी। आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, स्टिल आई एम ट्राइंग टू मूव माय स्लाइड्स, है ना, लेकिन ये सरकारी कंप्यूटर है, हो सकता है ना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच डॉक्टर स्वर्णाली दास फॉर योर इन्विटेशन। You are decorated a platform very well. I think just 4 minutes away for two. The renowned personality of the farmer people will join. Once again, congratulations to you, your organization, and Dr. A.K. Jhas, and the whole entire team of the Shankaracharya. And thank you very much for your invitation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much to you. You have enlightened us with a very informative current knowledges. I'm sure that students have benefited a lot from this session. And I request all of you to please join for the valedictory session, which is going to start within 10 minutes. Please stay with us. And Shekhar sir,
Yes.
मैं ये आशा करती हूँ कि इन फ्यूचर भी हम जब भी कुछ करेंगे आप हमको समय देंगे।
जरूर जरूर, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना, मेरा पेरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रहा है, मुझे जुड़ने में अच्छा लगता है। और सबसे अच्छी बात ये रही कि मौर्य सर के साथ आपने हमें बुलाया, वो हमारे लिए सम्मान की बात है। जैसे दीपेन सर ने भी कहा, क्योंकि मैं पहले भी उन्हें, मैं टीचर तो है ही है, लेकिन मैं उनको साइंटिस्ट ही बोलता था, और मुझे बहुत सौभाग्य मिला, मैं उनके घर में 1 महीने रहा हूँ,
अच्छा,
है ना, तो उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखने मिला। और मेरे लिए ऑनर की बात है कि उनके साथ सेशन में मुझे आपने शेयर करने का मौका दिया, इसलिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
आलोक सर आप प्लीज सेशन को कंक्लूड करेंगे।
और पुनः एक बार मैं वो थोड़ी सी तकनीकी दिक्कत के कारण आलोक सर थोड़ी दिक्कत आई, उसके लिए
कोई इशू नहीं है सर, it's ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, we can understand this sir, this is a pandemic condition, we have to face all these technical issues. Yes sir,
definitely we will again meet in another platform. Okay sir, please.
thank you sir, it is a very informative lecture sir about the sustainable drug development. Thank you sir for introducing the different aspects and the application of the sustainable drug development sir. The lecture is definitely give opportunity to think about the alternative research opportunities sir over the conventional drug development sir. Thank you very much sir. I am very grateful to hear you sir, and I hope all the participants who are here will definitely taking some benefits from this lecture sir. Thank you very much sir. Thank you ma'am.
Okay sir, so we are concluding this session. Participant, please you once again join after 15 minutes for the valedictory session with the same link.
अभी नाटक में पागल हो
विज्ञान सरलता से अपनी श्रेष्ठता का परिचय देता है. A hearty good afternoon to the gathering, and once again a warm welcome to the dignitaries, guests, participants, and entire fraternity of Department of Pharmacy, Shri Shankaracharya Group of Institution. Let's begin the function with lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom and invoke Ma Saraswati. I request all the dignitaries to step forward.
यूट्यूब लिंक है वो भेजो. अभी इसमें देखते हैं कि हाँ उसमें वॉल्यूम जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा है. तो देखना पड़ेगा तो कैसे पता चलेगा. चलने दो उसको. नहीं चालू है.
या कुंदे तुषार हारे धवला, या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता, या रंग मंडिता, या श्वेत पद्मासन, या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृति देवैः सदा वन्दिता, सरस्वती भगवती विशेषधारा. नमो 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 सरस्वती नमो 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 सरस्वती. May the divine power bless us all. Now, I would request Dr. A.K. Jha sir to welcome our Honorable Chairman, Shri I.P. Mishra sir, with the bouquet. Sir is connected online. Let's proceed. I would request Dr. Sonali Das Paul to felicitate Dr. L.S. Nigam sir, Vice Chancellor of Shri Shankaracharya Professional University. I will now request Dr. Rajiv Chaudhary sir to welcome Dr. A.K. Jha sir with the sacrament. I will now invite Mrs. Kunjal Deswani ma'am to present a sacrament to Sonali Das ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I will now request Ms. Akansha Mandalkar ma'am to present starting to Dr. Vaibhav Tiwari sir.
शराब साहब आ गए डॉक्टर शराब
सर नमस्कार। मैं हूँ। नमस्कार सर। नमस्कार। कैसे हैं आप?
कैसे हैं
मैं ठीक हूँ। बहुत बहुत दर्शन में मिले।
चलो भाई
I will request Dr. A.K. Jha sir to welcome Shri I.P. Mishra sir with the bouquet.
ये बुके हम लोगों की तरफ से आपका स्वागत है। दिखना किसको दिख रहा है जी को?
Thank you, sir. With great pleasure, I welcome all the dignitaries, guests which are connected online. Shri I.P. Mishra sir, Dr. Shalendra Saraf, and Dr. V.K. Rangali sir. We welcome you, sir. And Dr. P.V. Deshmukh sir, Director of SSTC.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I would request Mr. Anshuram sir to welcome Dr. Yogesh Bhai Monika sir, Principal of Apollo College of Pharmacy.
ये बोलो उसको बुलाओ उसका सब्जेक्ट लेके आए ना आज था कुछ
Now, I will take opportunity to invite Dr. Sonali Das Paul, who is the convener of this event, Principal and Professor of Shri Shankaracharya College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, to give an insight on this celebration.
Very good afternoon to all our respected dignitaries, Honorable Chairman Sir, Vice Chancellor Sir, Director Sir, and all our special invitees, Dr. Sharaf Sir and Rangadi Sir, and the most eminent personalities who have joined offline here with us, Valedictory Sir and Vaibhav Tiwari Sir. Celebration of National Science Day program and through a national level conference and e-competition was a heartfelt desire of our team. And we are thankful to CPOST and GST for supporting us and helping us to fulfill our desire. I'll just take a few minutes to give a brief overview about this program. Due to the ongoing corona pandemic, we organized this program in a blended mode, that is both in online and offline. In first half, we had with us 3 eminent speakers for scientific sessions. It was totally online mode. The most amazing part of this event was the overwhelming response of the students, and they showed their interest by sending more than 400 registrations. We organized 3 competitions through online mode. In e-poster, we got almost 80 entries, and in oral and modeling presentations, we got more than 50 participation. Out of that, our jury members have selected best of the best entries, and the most interesting part was that the jury team was highly confused how to select only 3 amongst all the best. So we decided for one more category, and we are delegating 4 best prizes instead of 3. Lastly, I am thankful to our special guests and all the team members who are present here. Thanks once again. One more announcement. Actually, हम लोगों ने कुछ बच्चों का जो डिप्लोमा अभी पास आउट हुए हैं, उनका ग्लेनमार्क के थ्रू इंटरव्यू करवाया था, डिप्लोमा स्टूडेंट्स. एंड आज मुझे 1 घंटे पहले मैसेज मिला है कि जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो ग्लेनमार्क में 2 राउंड इंटरव्यू के बाद वो सिलेक्ट हो चुके हैं और 2.5 के पैकेज में उन लोग फर्स्ट अटेंडेंस.
This is a great achievement for Shri Shankaracharya group of institutions. Now the moment has come to add cherry on the cake. A warm welcome to the distinguished guest of today's event, Dr. Shri Saraf. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Shri Saraf, an illustrious educationist and researcher who enlightened the audience with his work. Dr. Shri Saraf is an illustrious educationist and researcher, professor of pharmaceutical sciences, director at University Institute of Pharmacy, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur. Ex-Vice President of Pharmacy Council of India, he has 30 years of extensive experience in teaching and research, active association with councils like UGC, AICT, NBA. He holds key positions in various reputed professional bodies at state and national level. He is the recipient of numerous fellowships, awards, and hundreds of byline works published in major prints and journals. He has authored 7 books, chapter, research, and review articles, patents, and files. He has judged and chaired many national and international conferences. With this long list of achievements and glory, I invite you, sir.
So, thank you very much, and I believe you will allow me to share my screen. Will you please allow me to share my screen? Is it possible? No issues then.
Sir, you can share your screen.
I think there's some problem, so I will go by such. So, Honorable Mishra sir, the Vice Chancellor of the University, Honorable Nigam sir, Director Dr. Desmukh, Dr. Jha, Swarnali, and all other teacher friends, and most important, dear delegates. It's really a proud privilege and definite honor for me to be here on this platform, because this platform is shared by the living legend like Professor I.P. Mishra, my own senior colleague Dr. L.S. Nigam, and my teacher Professor Jha. So my respect and regards to all the respected persons, dignitaries, and my greetings to all the friends for this particular function. I'm really happy to be here and feeling honored, because the theme of this particular seminar, this Science Day celebration, is integrated approach in science and technology for sustainable future. And this particular sentence is enough to express the importance of coming out of the shell. What we have learned in last 70 years being a professional scientist, we are just working in isolation. But we have to ensure that this is time, we have to come out of the shell, we have to coordinate, collaborate with others, then only we will be able to perform what is expected from us. And my theme for this particular lecture was the academics in changing times. So what is expected? And it recalls me the statement of Sir C.V. Raman, I am the master of my failure. If I never fail, how will ever I learn? So this is the statement, and there are several other statements and quotes given by Dr. C.V. Raman. He was not simple scientist. He has initiated the efforts to bring back the glory to Indian science in the modern days. We have the great legacy of scientific informations, but with the advent of the different new techniques and tools, we lost the glory. But I can say 1930 was not the just simple the movement of celebrating the Nobel Prize for the C.V. Raman, but this is the recognition of Indian scientists in the modern science as well. And if you just see this total history and contribution of Dr. C.V. Raman, So he has different quotes I can mention here. He simply said the essence of science in independent thinking, hard work, and not equipment. Here he emphasized the ideation is the biggest form of the research, and that is endorsed by all the senior scientists. And the same thing, merely having the sufficient infrastructure, state-of-art facility is not the science and not the scientific contribution. While he was talking about the attitude, he said we have, I think, developed a inferiority complex. I think what is needed in India today is destruction of that defeatist spirit. So actually, in the last 200 years, the India and Indian science was the victim of the narratives fixed by the Western world. And slowly we have accepted. But this is time to burn the spirit of pride in our hearts, to enjoy our own contribution and come out with the concept of contribution to the scientific fraternity. He was Dr. C.V. Raman only, he mentioned the science should be taught in local language, because if it is taught in the foreign language, so they must have information, but they will not have the sufficient ideas to cherish. So there are several contributions, not only in research, but in the making up in this new India at the time of independence as well. So friends, while I'm talking about this particular lecture, I will take a couple of minutes. So I have 6 agenda for the scientists, those who are working in the field of professional sciences and even in the basic sciences. This is time to acknowledge the contribution of basic sciences as well, because the last 40 years, what we have observed, we were not respecting the basic sciences. But we have to understand any professional science only flourish if there is a sufficient collaboration, feedback is given by the basic scientists. So this is time to accept this phenomena, and we have to start respecting the basic sciences as well. So the first requirement for the scientists, because the focus in the last 30 years is just for the inventions. This is time, if we really want to command the respect in the society, so we have to transform from inventions to innovations. When inventions are put to use, are known as innovations. And it is rightly said by Dr. Mashelkar some time back, the capacity of academia to translate research into commercial value brings the respect to the nation. So we have to learn to invent, we have to learn to make the invention in use, and then only we can commercially utilize, and we will be able to command the respect in the scientific fraternity and in the world. So first more requirement, you have inquisitiveness. You have always demanding, you are always thinking why, what, because in this particular disturbed time, unprecedented disruption, we have learned nothing is certain. So we have to see what is going to happen, and we should not be looking for the things already exist, but we have to see what is going to happen. It means the second idea is you have to prepare yourself for the unprepared. This is the really we have learned, because there are a lot of it is a problem we have faced, a lot of problem during this pandemic, but we have learned also. And what we have learned is we have learned the art of resilience. So at that time there was a lot of reluctance among the teachers to switch over to ICT enabled teaching and learning, but with more time, all the teachers, classroom teachers, transformed into international tutors through online mode. So this we have learned in this time only. The art of resilience is the foremost requirement, whether it is science, whether it is a teaching, or it's a society. At the same time, we are supposed to have broader vision. The concept of big vision, bird's eye view is lost now. We have to accept the concept of dragonfly eye, because the dragonfly have an eye which is having thousands of lenses, and in real sense, the dragonfly can see 360 degrees. So this is time we have to try to develop a vision which covers total 360 degree. And if you are really looking all the considering all the features, all the criteria, then you will be able to come out with a befitting solution for the problem. And at the same time, we are supposed to be contemporary, and we have to understand the half-life of this technology is very short. And whenever we are talking about, we are supposed to be contemporary. We have to learn everything without wasting of time, because one of the scientists said the biggest problem with the academia is we have to prepare the graduates in such a way that they are able to solve the problems of the society, which is non-known to the society. And that too, that is expected that they have to resolve those problems with the help of tools and techniques not yet invented. So if you are not learning every day, you will be lost. And we have to learn the concept of collective wisdom. And what is collective wisdom? I can give you a few examples, but Mandi Form is one of the best example. They are sharing the informations, and they have come out with the new model of that delivery system. And there are several other models where you cannot afford to stay in isolation, but you are supposed to work in collaboration with other stakeholders. Friends, this is time. Whatever you are doing, you should have guts to measure it. And you have to learn the concept of feedback. You have to learn the concept of this, uh, we can say, perception. And you have to ultimate analysis, carry out the analysis of impact, which is what research is impacting in what way in the society. This you have to learn. So friends, I really congratulate the pharmacy institution, because it's a really rare that pharmacy institution is organizing, celebrating National Science Day. So this is the big new beginning. Sonali deserves a lot of compliments, and I believe this is simple beginning. It is not end, and you keep on contributing and providing the leadership to the young fraternity, teachers and students, so that we will be able to collaborate, coordinate with other facets of the pharmacy and beyond the pharmacy. Then only we will be able to contribute in the big way, and we will be able to command the respect, and we will be able to make this beautiful earth, beautiful planet more beautiful for the generations to live. With these words, I once again congratulate the Shankaracharya institutions under the leadership of Professor, I always said Dr. Professor I.P. Mishra Saab, because he is really living legend in the field of academics, and he is providing the right direction to the professional education. And I hope the Shankaracharya institutions must be the premier institutions of not only in Chhattisgarh, but in the country, in India and abroad. With these words, all good wishes and pranam to Mishraji, Dr. Nigam Saab, and Dr. Rangari Saab, and Dr. Deshmukh ji. Thank you very much.
Figure known for his achievement, the pride of Chhattisgarh, to develop the skill of excellency. Please, sir. I would invite Shri I.P. Mishra, sir, to deliver a speech.
With also addressing, and he will be available in this one. So I welcome Dr. Sarab and Dr. Sharma and our Vice Chancellor, Mr. Nigam, but somewhere, and Dr. Devi, Dr. Jha, and Sonali. I'm happy to note that you people are celebrating the National Science Day, and such a good lecture which has been delivered just now by Dr. Sarab. I admire him, and after that, I don't feel anything which I can speak about this subject. So I'm sure that you will take a note of whatever he has advised you. And you know that in science, if you see the data of the USA and others, how many our people are working there? I understand that about 37% people there are from India. I either you take in the IT or in the NASA. So we are doing there, but we are not able to get ourselves recognized in the world map. So as he has very rightly said that this is a time कि हम लोगों को आगे बढ़ के चलना पड़ेगा, और इसमें अभी देखा ये गया है कि वी आर डूइंग ऑल प्रोफेशनली, लेकिन साइंस के क्षेत्र में हम लोग बहुत कम काम कर रहे हैं। एक तो टाइम ऐसा आया था कि बीएससी में बच्चे ही नहीं मिलते थे, अभी भी नहीं मिल रहे हैं। And mainly people used to go for the either engineering or for the medical or for some professional, and people have not taken much interest in the science. लेकिन टाइम आ गया है कि अब आपको इसमें इंटरेस्ट लेना पड़ेगा, और यू हैव actually chosen a subject which is of the paramount importance. I welcome our guest and I congratulate you people that you have organized this in this Corona call also, and you have managed this, and very nice arrangement you have made, I know, and I was told. But later on, my doctor said that it is better that I must be joining virtually. That is the reason I am now in this one. Otherwise, I would have come to you. So I congratulate all you people and welcome you. And I hope that this seminar or this whatever brainstorming you are doing will be of much use to you, to the party state. And I feel that afterwards you must submit the paper also, so that whatever outcome comes after this discussion, it may be utilized or it may be useful for our student and for the society as a whole. With these words, once again, I welcome, and rather I am grateful to Dr. Saraf in particular, who was our Vice Chancellor here in Durg and also the Vice President of this your PCI. In fact, हमारा जो भी कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन है फार्मेसी का, इसका पूरा क्रेडिट डॉक्टर सराफ को जाता है। मेरे बेटे ने थैंक यू।
I'm delighted to invite Dr. Ellis Nigam, Sir, Vice Chancellor, Shri Shankaracharya Professional University, to give his valuable speech.
Honorable VIP Mr. Ji, Chairman of Sri Gangaji Educational Society and Chancellor of Sri Shankaracharya Professional University, Dr. Thailand Saraf, very good friend of mine, and the Director of Institute of Pharmacy, Pandit Ravi Shankar Supply University, Mr. Dr. Rangani, Dr. Jha, Dr. Desmukh, and Shri Vaibhav Bihari ji, and Principal of the institution, Sonali, Dr. Sonali Viswas, Dr. Sonali Das. I am thankful to the organizers for inviting this occasion. Actually, when we are celebrating the National Science Day, we have to look into the matter that the tradition of science is very old in India, but unfortunately, in a period of after the 12th century to 17th, 18th century, there was not a development in scientific studies, particularly in the scientific researches. Therefore, there was the idea, there was the perception that in India there is no scientific temperament, scientific activities what's going on. But when we see the history of the India, then we could understand that science was very much developed in ancient India. We have given, which is we were in pharmacy, we were in science, in metallurgy, in mathematics. India has quite a large contribution. But nowadays, when we are looking towards the present scenario, we are always following to the rest. Number one. Number two, the persons, the personalities, the scientists who left the India and went to the Western countries and laboratories. They have achieved a lot. Is the but some scientists like Dr. C. Given, basically he was the accountant general. And Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, who happens to be the Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University at that time, is allowed him to start the his research and carry out the investigations. And he is given such a wonderful scientific theories, and due to his research, he has been awarded the Nobel, he became Nobel laureate in the field of physics. Question is that in those days, when there were limited facilities in the universities, people like Dr. C. Raman has contributed so much. Why today we are quite behind even with those periods? We have to look in the better. Why we are not in such a good condition? I would say that we are not doing the scientific investigations and scientific researches. As Dr. Saraf said, that we have to look for the future. It is actually scientists have to take a decision how and why we should go ahead for the development of the humanities. Every scientific research may be fruitful for the human being, and it may be even for and against both. So we have to look into better, and we should take care that every research, every contribution, every investigation should be for the welfare of the mankind, for the human being. Because of entire scenario is in present is that if we will not think over the humanity, human being, environment, and other activities, then we will be nowhere, and it will destroy the earth. So we should take a resolution that ये occasion है, ये मौका है कि जब हम ये निर्णय लें कि विज्ञान का प्रयोग केवल मानवता के लिए हो, विश्व की रक्षा के लिए हो, पर्यावरण के लिए हो, और इस दिशा में हम आगे बढ़ेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से जो है हम अपने उद्देश्य को सफल होंगे। और आज का जो ये आयोजन हुआ है उसके लिए मैं ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को धन्यवाद देता हूँ और मुझे बुलाया इसके लिए भी मैं उनका आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful speech. Now, I would request Dr. L.S. Nigam, sir, to inaugurate a book edited by Mrs. Kunzal Jaswani, ma'am, Associate Professor Shri Shankaracharya, in the group of institutions. Please, ma'am. This book aims to give an overview on the ethics associated with employing nanoscience for products with everyday applications. The risks as well as regulations are discussed, and an outlook for the future of nanoscience on the manufacturer scale and for the societies provided. The book presents an overview of new and existing nanotechnologies and their societal and ethical implications. It is meant for students, academics, scientists, engineers, policymakers, ethicists involved in the development and use of nanotechnology.
For inaugurating this book ceremony, so please come. Please,
I request the dignitaries and guests connected online to inaugurate the book, please. Dr. P.B. Deshmukh, Sir, Shailendra Saraf, sir. And the book name is Ethics in Nanotechnology, Social Sciences and Philosophical Aspects edited by Master Bendy Wood and Mrs. Vincent Aswani. Please give a big round of applause. Shri Shankaracharya Group of Institutions surely proud of you, ma'am. Please, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank all the dignitaries for giving me this opportunity. It is really a great day for me. I must say it is a dream come true for me to be my book inaugurated by such eminent personalities. The major point of this book was to introduce the youth and the generation with the ethics associated with nanotechnology. As we all know, science has 2 points. It's a boon and it's a curse. If we use it as a boon, it serves the purpose, but as we use it as a curse, it destroys the humanity. So this book is all about that. I hope we all find it worth reading. And the proud thing was that we had almost 50 contributors in this book. This is the second volume of the book. And the 50 contributors, we had contributions all around the world. Not even a single country was spared. So the thing is, there is a holistic approach to this book. And the people who are associated with it are really the child bearers of nanotechnology. The nanotechnology initiative that was started in Europe. The person who started this Europe is the main preface, has it in the preface. Another thing, I'm thankful to Dr. Shri sir for writing a preface in this book too. It was initially, and it was his motivation. And I'm also thankful to Shri I.P. Mishra sir for giving us the continuous motivation and appreciation for all this work that we do. I'm also thankful to this institution for providing all the necessary facilities. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would request Mr. Shankar sir to felicitate Dr. Rajesh Sharma sir, Principal of Indian Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Dhakeshwar Prasad to felicitate Dr. Tikeshwar Verma sir, Principal and Professor of Sanskrit College of Pharmacy. I request Mrs. Malti Devan ma'am to welcome Mr. Harish Sharma sir, Vice Principal of the Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Thank you, ma'am. I will take opportunity to introduce and invite Dr. V.D. Ratali sir, an eminent personality. Professor of Pharmacology, SLC Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, XD Natural Resources, Bhasidas Vishwavidyalaya. His major field of interest are new drug discovery for herbal drug research and phytochemistry. Sir has written 7 books and 2 poetry books in his professional career. He has published and presented quality research papers in various national and international journals, seminars, and conferences. Sir is a versatile personality with his acumen in research, poetry, art, philosophy, and religion. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Sir to share his knowledge. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your introduction. I hope I am audible to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Shankaracharya University, Chairman of the institution, Dr. Shailendra Saraf sir, Professor Jha sir, my friend, Principal of the institution. I am aware that 3 eminent speakers are going to join for this function. Professor V.K. Maurya sir, Dr. Shekhar Verma sir, Dr. Dipendra Singh ji, all the faculty members of the institution, participants, and dear students. It's a great rejoice for me to join online for this function for the celebration of National Science Day organized by Shri Shankaracharya College of Pharmaceutical Sciences at Bhilai. It's really an honor for the institution to celebrate such type of functions which are little bit out of the gambit of our pharmaceutical educations. We generally celebrate World Pharmacy Day, Pharmacist Day, but remain quite aloof from National Science Day. We are all aware that this National Science Day is celebrated in our country for the dedication of the eminent scientist of our country who was the Nobel laureate, Dr. C.V. Raman sir, who worked on Raman effects. So this is the celebration of the science and technology of India, which is the discovery of science Raman effect, which had a Nobel Prize for Dr. Raman. In today's National Science Day for this year, as the government has given the theme, Integrated Approach in Science and Technology, this is one part, integrated effort in science and technology. And with this integrated efforts in science and technology, we have came till today, and tomorrow also we will be going ahead. But the second important and very important thing which is associated with this theme is for sustainable future. Sustainability of whom? In fact, we should ponder at this point and think about this important issue of sustainability of the future along with science and technology. Sustainability cannot be considered just of one institution, of one country, or of one continent, but of the whole humanity. We are aware that with the development of science and technology, we have came to this level that all the type of development has given us more and more happier, peaceful life. I would call it a happier life, but not a very peaceful life. We have seen in these 2.5 years of corona pandemic that about 56 lakh people all over the world have died, and about 35 crores of the world's population have
to please cooperate.
वहाँ लाइट चली गई बात का
Kindly wait for 5 minutes. Wasting the time, I would request Dr. Vaibhav Tiwari sir to please give his precious input.
सर लोग को जब को नहीं भी जाएगा तो भी चलेगा इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है जरूरी है
Chairman sir, President madam, Vice Chancellor sir, respected staff sir, Mehma sir, Sonali madam, dignitaries. When we discuss about science, we have picture of Alexander and other scientists. We never think about the Indian culture, which initially started with science. Shall I continue? So, I just want to say one thing that Indian culture is based on science. हमको कभी ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि science only belongs to Western. Just think about in our gun, you always say Markancho or Krishna is related with butter. We never say Krishna is related with ghee or milk. The reason behind that butter or makhan contain lot of free volatile fatty acids, and that is very much important to with growth of children. So when we discuss, जब हम बात करते हैं अपने कल्चर की तो हमेशा बात होती है बचपन की, बचपन में बात होती है मक्खन की, which related to कृष्ण. So वहाँ भी एक साइंस था that मक्खन contain lot of free volatile fatty acids और वो बच्चों की ग्रोथ के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है. That is invented by our ऋषि मुनि. So whenever we think about science, we always remember our culture, which already based on.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. B.D. Rangari sir to please continue.
Well, I'm sorry for the interruption. It's because of the power failure in our department, and this is one of the reward of the science and technology. Well, I would like to continue that I was thinking about the. I hope I'm audible to all of you. Please check it.
Yes, you are.
I am getting mobile. Yeah. Well, so I was talking about the sustainability or sustainable future of the humanity, science and technology. We are living in the area of the collaboration of the science and technology, where our India's new education policy is coming with the coordination of the arts, science, mathematics, science, engineering, and all the other areas of the science and technologies. This would be a new development, and it remains to be seen that how our country would move with the new education policy. But if we see the wider picture of the whole world, there is a cutthroat competition for the production of the arms for the production of the variety of the warfares, which are biological ones, which are chemicals one, and which are mostly different types of dangerous things with the hostile environment in the whole world. In such type of situations, we have to think in consonant that when the science and technology was not such developed one, since millions of years, the Mother Earth as well as the nature has sustained with its own efforts. There is no need of sustainability for the nature, but wherever the human being has gone, and wherever he wanted to be a master of the situation, in such type of cases, we have lost everything. This is the reality. In such type of cases, one of the very important aspect which has been given by the new education policy for India is to